Farming has the USDA asking for suggestions. For the first time since 2011, the department wants to improve the coexistence between these farms. KOMU 8's Alexandra Engel tells us about the issues happening in the fields.
Todd Gibson uses only GMO seeds, or modified seeds, to grow soybean and corn crops. These modified seeds are called GMOs, whereas unmodified seeds are called non-GMO. But using modified seeds wasn't always the case.
I waited for a couple of years just to see how it worked out before I started using it myself.
In 1996, companies began to genetically modify the makeup of certain seeds. The reason? So crops could withstand a spray that kills weeds and insects.
I think there's nothing different between the non-GMO and the GMO product. To me, they're identical.
But not everyone shares Gibson's opinion. Some believe changing the genetic makeup of seeds alters the food. Because of this, contamination is a serious problem. Contamination happens when GMO seeds make their way into a non-GMO field. One example of this contamination is if a bug pollinates on the flower buds of one of these soybean plants, then flies over to a non-GMO farm, lands on another crop, and that means that crop is now contaminated. GMOs can also spread by the wind, so it's pretty difficult to keep non-GMO farms protected. So how does that protection work? The burden falls on non-GMO farmers, those using the natural seeds, to protect themselves against those who don't. Farmers do that with large buffer zones between their fields and crop insurance. Henroyd says this isn't fair because non-GMO farmers are already required to go through an expensive organic certification process to sell their crops at a premium.
That doesn't make sense that the farmer that's selling the crops that have GMOs is able to spend less and go and sell bad food to the consumer.
But the protection is important to her customers because they want to know what's in their food.
They're concerned and they ask, questions about GMOs all the time and organic and are things BPA free.
But one farmer who's used both says there's no difference between the two. His proof? He feeds his GMO crops to friends and family.
Because I wouldn't grow a product that I don't feel is safe for my family to eat, and I won't grow it for our urban friends as well.
For now, the work ahead is to see how each type of farmer can live side by side. Alexandra Engel, KOMU 8 News, Norborne, Missouri.
According to the FDA and USDA, there is no evidence that links GMOs to any negative effects on our health or the environment, but organizations like the Institute for Responsible Technology link GMOs to organ damage, immune disorders, and accelerated aging. To learn more about GMO studies, you can visit our website, KOMU.com.
Wasn't the season